After months of weekends, I finally was able to turn a pile of wood and a bunch of IKEA boxes into a usable office space. Welcome back. I took a few months off from the Mustang during the coldest months of the year. So since last year, 2025, I haven't touched anything. Everything is exactly where I put it down. In that time, I spent some weekends out in the office. This is the last video I plan to make of the office. It's not 100% done, but it is really close to being done. The rest is just trim and some painting and some touch-ups. So that's gonna wrap that project, and this will be the last video for that I'm planning on. So this is actually a pretty exciting milestone. I've got everything constructed. You can see the screw holes that went into the shelves inside there are all covered up. I went ahead and filled them, smoothed them. They don't look like much now, but they're nice and smooth. I got my top little edge there. I don't know what we're calling that. The gap on here is just absolutely exquisite. I'm pretty excited about that. A little bit of adjusting, gets a little tight there. But yeah, so these are 3 independent doors. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is tie them together, and you can see it needs a little bit of adjusting, but these hinges are adjustable in every direction. Of course, I don't have a handle, so I don't have a good way to open it up and show you. But I'm gonna tie these doors together so it acts as just one big closet door, if you will. And these two just from friction. Just check that out. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. I'm cleaning up in here. I'm trying to remember this is just a closet, right? It's not going to be really seeing much light of day. So what I will do, the little gaps, I'm gonna go ahead and reprime, obviously prime over that, prime over all my mallet marks assembling and everything in the filler, and get ready for paint. Okay, I just went ahead and grabbed some satin white paint from Ace. Porch and floor, I don't know, it's inside of a closet. That should be sufficient. The only thing I'm worried about is, scuffing on the shelving and whatnot, so that should be fine. Also, grabbed a tube of white caulking. I'll go ahead and, before I paint, I'll go ahead and seal up any gaps that I may have missed. If I can get this sealed up and painted today, that'd be great on the inside. And then I can go and do the almond color, or whatever you want to call it, off-white on the outside. Okay, everything is all primed inside and out, ready to get going with paint. I got a day off work, so I'm gonna hopefully knock out the interior paint, let that set up, and then do the exterior. And I went ahead and ran caulking on all the seams. Fill in any gaps where the router where I slipped up. Honestly, that's more aesthetics than anything else. And I keep telling myself it's only a closet. Okay, this is using that Ace Royal paint, which I've used before in the past without any issue. Look, I'm willing to accept if this is a user error, but this kind of coverage, like, everything's primed, everything's properly prepped. I think this is a paint issue. Just absolute lack of coverage. It felt like I was painting with milk. There's a Sherwin-Williams nearby. Their nicer emerald paint was actually on sale and cheaper than their basic stuff. So I just grabbed some extra white of this. I'm hoping the difference is night and day. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but this Sherwin-Williams paint did such a good job at covering. Probably overkill with their higher end paint, but because it was the same price as their cheap stuff, why not? Go big or go home. Now that I'm looking at it really closely, there's a couple of holidays, like I missed a spot there, it's a little shadow there, but it's only a closet. Calm down, Evan. I'll go ahead and clean up the floor, just do a quick sweep in there, just everything that's fallen, clean up the little foot marks from the ladder, get everything ready, and then paint the floor, and then I'll be ready for the outside. Okay, this probably won't show up on video, but these doors are actually in off-white. Here's actual white against it. So to match, I know it's a different shadow on there, but to match, we actually went to Sherwin-Williams and got some of their nicer cabinet paint and just had it tinted to match. So that actually came out really good. And the exterior is all painted, got the right sheen to match the cabinet faces or the doors and drawers. Okay, I've made some pretty good progress. I've got the lower base cabinets, the ones I modified to be lower to a good counter height or a desk height. I've got them installed. I need to position things and permanently install them, work on my gap panels, if that's what we're calling them, both here and then against the wall. The other side of this, I gotta work on the other side. We'll get there one thing at a time. Okay, it's early morning. I got to run to work, but I figured I'd give a quick update since I had a few minutes. Yep, we've already covered. We've got the corner in there, the doors fitting up well. I've got the base cabinets in position. I lowered these by 5 inches to make it a good counter height, or not counter, but desk height. And we're going to put a countertop over this to act as a desk, countertop obviously over that, and these on either side of it going up. I'll figure out kind of this entire upper fascia, if you want to call that, and what we're doing with crown molding or whatever there. But yeah, this is starting to shape up. On the opposite side, we've got filing cabinets, and then we wanted a place for a shredder, and so I'm really happy. This is starting to take shape and look like what its end form is going to be. Obviously, I still need to do my filler panels, ignore all this mess, and just the small gaps here and here in the side panels and all that fun stuff. I actually need to order the countertops. They're probably gonna take a week or so to get in. And obviously the installation and everything. I didn't go into detail for installing the base cabinets. I mean, they're IKEA. You can find literally thousands of videos on how to install IKEA cabinets. I don't think I'm going to show you anything that hasn't been seen before. So anyone who's ever worked on counters and kitchens and baths knows that no wall is perfectly straight. So to form the countertop, I went ahead and grabbed some scrapped wood and made a jig. Just some scrap MDF at the back. So what I did was I pushed it up against the wall and then screwed it in place just with these little random strips of wood that I had laying around, just to get the shape of the counter. And then you won't be able to tell, but these aren't perfectly straight because this side wall bows a little bit. So that was just getting the distance there. So what I did is I laid this on top of the new counterpiece that I got and traced out, and that got me really close, a little bit of cleanup, and the new counter laid in place pretty nicely. One thing I ran into as I was trying to shave the countertop down to meet the wall is these IKEA countertops have a plastic edging around them, and I wasn't able to like really sand that down nicely and transition nicely, so I wanted to remove it. But it was, glued on there, but a little bit of propane, a little heat, and it actually peeled off pretty nicely. Okay, I've got the end boards cut here to size, and I used little belt sander to conform it to the curve of the wall. No wall is straight. These walls in this office are better than some I've had before, but yeah, used the trick where I just took a washer, ran it against the wall to see how it bowed in and out, and then just kind of made it an even contour. So I'm gonna go test fit them up in the office, and hopefully we'll be good to go. Okay, I've been busy installing handles onto all of the drawers and the doors here. Got some slightly longer ones for the filing cabinets and the big cabinet door or closet door there. Yeah, I think they came out pretty good. Kind of matches the room. I need to get a couple more because apparently I can't count. But over here, this is all going to be attached as one big door there. So I'll do one long one in the middle to act as the closet door. Okay, I'm working on the space kind of above, we'll call it the hutch area. The space above this alcove here, And I just need to basically put a shelf across there and build the trim and the side trim and everything. I think I've got enough left over between the IKEA trim pieces and MDF and some nice lengths of MDF over there, and yeah, the rest of the scrap wood I've got here where I can build that out pretty nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig out my chop saw and table saw that I fixed a while back and start cutting up all my pieces of wood. Okay, I cut a piece of wood just to bridge the gap and left a little at the front. And then over here I've got the, well, a cup of coffee for the morning and kind of built up this fascia. Actually using the last few pieces of scrap from the MDF there. So I'm gonna go ahead and test fit that up. Once I get everything good to go, probably prime it all up. I might install it primed because there are a few things I'm gonna have to paint up to match all these cabinets. It'll be easier just to probably paint it in place. Okay, I got a coat of primer on the fascia and then the panel going across. Also drilled a hole for where the light's gonna feed through. The wire's gonna go up, over, and then back down. Yeah, we'll clean that up. Yeah, I don't know. I had to cut a little relief on this corner because installing, I wasn't able to fit it up and swing it into place because the corner was there. This is all going to be hidden under the cabinet, or I guess above the cabinet. So no worries there, but just little things like that to make it easier to install. So yeah, just one coat of primer. I'm gonna let this set up. Might give it a light sand once it's all dried and see how it is, see if I need a second coat. But hopefully pretty soon I can get these pieces in place. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to paint everything the cabinet color later. I just wanna get everything there and installed for now. So another thing we're thinking about is lighting. The room has just this one little sad yellow light bulb and nothing else. So what we're doing is I've got hooked up to a switch over there, an under counter light. I'm gonna be, once I get everything together, running this up and around and installing it there, and then make a little, just like an under counter, a little fascia so you can't directly see the light. It should illuminate over here. And then on this wall, we're gonna have some wall lights and a big piece of art. It'll be great. Now that I got the fascia figured out, I was able to sort out the side panels, the little filler panels on either side of the cabinet there. Yeah, like I said, I went ahead and used an under counter light. I'll see if I can put a link in the description down below. But it has temperature settings, so I'm able to match it with the rest of the lighting in the room. Okay, I am super thrilled with where we're at. There's still obviously some things that I need to take care of, wrap up the counter here, do some painting, finish up the fascia up there. I'm gonna save all that for later. I'm probably gonna pick back up and wrap up this office once we get a little more figured out. We're gonna have to do things over on this wall, curtains, etc. But that's going to come later. Let me show you what I'm focusing on right now. So yesterday I spent some time extending my shelf all the way around this corner to over here. That gave me about another 6-7 feet of space to put things up and out of the way. I can clear out some of this space, clear out some of the things at the front of the car back there, and start working on the car again. Okay, if you are still with me, both to the end of this video and after the last few months of no videos, I appreciate it. We're gonna get back in the garage soon.